Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, CV, with another reaction video. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all. This video is going to be on Elvis, but it's called The King of Kindness. Now, we listen to a lot of Elvis on our channel. Obviously, I've grown to love the person, but I think there's still more to learn about the person. And I think this video should be one of those videos that kind of help a little bit. And someone suggested this a while ago, and so I'm just getting to it now. I thought now be the proper time because, you know, holiday, New Year's, I think love is in the air. I think we should all have a loving spirit. I think all the time, but especially this time of year. I think nothing wrong with helping each other, being there for each other. You know, we listen to Elvis, well, especially I do, and you can sense the beauty as he is, and you can sense the man's soul. None of us can deny that you don't feel his soul when he speaks, when he sings. And so I think this would be the right video, the right time to kind of just watch it. And it's called The King of Kindness. I can't remember the person's name, but the person did say, like, you know, this gives you a little glimpse of who he was as a person, a little bit. And then he said, do your research after that. And I was like, sure. So let's do it.
I've always treated people just like I would like to be treated. I try to remember that. That's all. It's simple. It's no problem. It's no big effort that I put forth. Yeah.
I've always treated people just like I would want to be treated. It's really not that hard, man. Something so simple and yet so tough for people to even do. It's crazy, man.
It's no problem. It's no big effort that I put forth. Yeah.
No effort.
Elvis Presley was not only one of America's most iconic entertainers, he was also one of the most charitable celebrities to ever live. Having been raised poor and by God-fearing parents, Elvis gave from the purity of his heart. Although he fell into a high tax bracket, he never took a tax write-off, nor did he ask for any publicity for his charitable deeds. He gave just for the love of giving. While his many good works would be impossible to list, we'll highlight as many as possible, starting with his $1,050 donation to his old high school, which made it possible for all of the students to attend the annual E.H. Crump Memorial Football Game for the Blind in Memphis, Tennessee. Between 1956 and 1957, Elvis performed a number of live concerts to raise money for charities, such as his own youth foundation, the Cynthia Milk Fund, and the Variety Club's Home for Convalescent Children. How many stars aside from Elvis can claim they helped end polio? On October 28, 1956, before an appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, Elvis was inoculated with Jonas Salk's anti-polio vaccine, which caused the immunization level of all Americans to skyrocket from 0.6% to 80% in a 6-month period.
Hey kids, could I talk to you for about 30 seconds? This is Elvis Presley. Remember polio victims. Join the 1957 March of Dimes today.
By April of 1950,
remember, kids, could I talk?
0.6%, which caused the immunization level of all Americans to skyrocket from 0.6% to 80% in a
From 0.6% to 80%? Just because Elvis just came out and made a little announcement?
6-month period.
Hey kids, could I talk to you for about 30 seconds? This is Elvis Presley. Remember polio victims. Join the 1957 March of Dimes today.
By April of 1957, the Salk Institute declared polio all but eradicated on U.S. soil.
That's crazy.
On January 6, 1957, during his third appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, Elvis requested Mr. Sullivan ask those watching to send urgent financial contributions to help relieve the plight of some 250,000 Hungarians affected by the Soviet invasion of their country.
Because he feels so keenly, this young man feels so keenly about Hungarian relief, he urges all of us through the country to remember that immediate aid is needed, so long before his benefit show is put on, he wants to remind you to send in your checks to your various churches, Red Cross, etc.
Listen, man, when you know you have the power, the influence, that's how you use it. Ed Sullivan, you want me on your show? You want the ratings? Well, before I go on, I want you to make this announcement, and I want it to come from you. That's great. That's how you use your power and influence right there. Love it, man.
On June 28, 1957, Elvis appeared as a special guest on Danny Thomas's annual Shower of the Stars charity event, which aimed to raise funds to build what is today the most important medical and research center for children with cancer, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Without singing a single song, the King's presence drew over 14,000 donors, and work on construction of the hospital's first building commenced later that year. Presley's work with sick children did not begin or end with St. Jude's. Before being drafted by the U.S. Army, he often visited hospitals to comfort children faced with life-threatening illnesses, and donated the hundreds of stuffed animals that he had received from fans worldwide to them. One of Elvis's most memorable moments was recorded in the early 70s when he fulfilled the dreams of 8-year-old Denise Sanchez, who passed away soon after a visit from Elvis and her attendance at his concert.
Could you sing me a special song, please?
I sure will.
Man. How about it?
Oh, thank you so much.
Elvis would often visit with Graceland's secretary.
Elvis just kissed this girl and listened to the woman.
Special song, please.
I sure will. Okay. How about it?
Oh.
It's almost as if like Elvis kissed her. That is crazy. Is that just me? Because like you guys hear that. That is, oh my God. You know, like she's so moved by it. The fact that like he's being a human. Like he is a human being. He's not a robot. He's a human being. He has feelings, emotions, but people don't think that. You know, it's like, oh, he's the biggest thing on our planet, and here he is with this young girl before she passes, living her a dream, you know?
Thank you so much.
Elvis would often visit with Graceland's secretary, who, among other tasks, sorted his mail. If a photograph or a request or a story touched Elvis, he would immediately take steps to help the sender. Whether it was paying off people's debts or their mortgages, helping a family whose father had died in the line of duty, buying someone a home or a car,
Damn.
or giving a disabled person a new wheelchair. If Elvis knew about it, he helped. One such request came from young Ward D. Anderson, who asked Presley to sponsor her bike ride for children with diabetes. The King responded by pledging $5 per mile, which was much higher than the going rate of 5 cents per mile. During his lifetime, Elvis donated a number of vehicles for his good causes, including a red Ford Thunderbird to the March of Dimes.
That's nice. Just giving cars away too. So Elvis was Oprah before Oprah. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Good for you, Elvis. Good for you, bro. That's a nice car.
And one of his own Rolls Royces to a charity for mentally retarded children. In 1964, Elvis bought the Potomac, FDR's presidential yacht, and donated it to St. Jude's, who sold it to raise about $55,000.
He bought FDR's yacht. He bought it, gave it away for charity, then charity, whatever, sold it, auction, made money. Listen, if that's not business 101, I don't know what is. That's a business lesson for your behind if you're listening. That is major play. Listen, that's a gangsta move by Elvis right there. I purchased this and then you auction it off and it makes more than what I paid for and the kids benefit from it. Man, I respect that. That's gangsta. That's what I call gangsta. Let's go, Elvis.
On March 25, 1961, Elvis performed a benefit concert in Hawaii to raise money for the USS Arizona Memorial at Pearl Harbor. The concert raised over $65,000, and a plaque was prominently placed at the memorial site, acknowledging Elvis's efforts in raising the funds. Sadly, the plaque was removed due to unknown, possibly political reasons. Hawaii was also the location of Elvis's most famous concert for charity, Aloha from Hawaii. The 1973 concert was the first to be broadcast live by satellite. It was viewed by a record audience of over 1 billion people worldwide.
I just like the name Aloha from Hawaii. That's just so cool, you know?
The performance raised over $75,000 for the Queen.
By the way, when you hear 50,000, 65,000, 75,000, you got to sit back a little bit and think about what that money meant back in that day, right? Or imagine if that was actually today, how much that money would actually raise. Like, imagine Elvis was born in 1992 and he has the same, fame, how much money that would be. But it doesn't matter. History is history. So when you think, oh my God, $55,000, oh my God, that's not a lot. No, you got to think about the time. You have to think about the time.
Lee Cancer Fund, which had been set up following the death of the I'll Remember You songwriter in 1966. In 1975, Elvis raised in excess of $100,000 at a concert in Jackson, Mississippi for victims of a tornado. This concert was deeply personal to Elvis, who was a child when a deadly tornado tore through his hometown of Tupelo. Elvis annually presented checks to as many as 50 charities and organizations in Memphis. Each check was for a minimum of $1,000, and some were much greater, such as his $10,000 donation to the Memphis Jewish Community Center Building Fund. In recognition of Elvis's charitable contributions throughout his life, Memphis Mayor William Ingram, along with the Governor of Tennessee, Beaufort Ellington, officially declared October 29, 1967, Elvis Presley Day in the city of Memphis and in the state of Tennessee. Elvis learned early on what it meant to receive food, clothes, and kindness from strangers, and did the same for others in need, both publicly and privately. While he may not have been a perfect role model, the world today needs more examples of this type of generosity and kindness.
That's the way I was brought up. My surroundings, my mother and my father and the whole family were always considerate of other people's feelings. I'm proud of the way that I was brought up to believe and to treat people, and so I try to remember that. That's all. It's simple. It's no problem.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and to like this video.
Oh yeah, that was good to watch, man. It just like that was fuel to my soul, because I don't know, in a small scale, I feel like I'm the same way too, because you know, I come from a poor country, third world country called Cape Verde. It's on the west coast of Africa. You know, I can remember my first time I had shoes. I was around 8, 9 years old. You know, now that I live in America, you know, like I don't live in the fanciest, biggest house, but I have everything I need. It's like you know, I appreciate every little thing. Elvis seen poor. Elvis knows what it is to receive help, receive food. When he sees someone that needs help, he understands it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm the same way, because I've seen what poor is and not having much is. And, you know, I even try to pass that on to my son. Like, I can tell you a quick story. I was at work and my girlfriend is getting out late and I'm going to get out late. So we're not going to get home in time to cook. I didn't even bring my wallet to work that day. So we're driving together and we're like, you know what, let's just get pizza. I had a couple of bucks in my pocket that I use on the vending machine, right? You know, I said, well, let's get a couple of slices of pizza because we won't make it home on time to cook. We get to, was it Little Caesars? They got like $5 pizza. I'm serious. Like, so we got $5 pizza. We came out and the homeless man said, hey, do you think I can have something to eat? Man, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, what I'm going through at the moment, like I'm just leaving work. I got to feed my son because, you know, we're getting the pizza because I didn't go to the bank is closed because my girlfriend got out late, right? I'm getting out late. My wallet's at home. So what we managed to get the pizza. And when this homeless man asked for, you know, some food, you know, I'm thinking, yeah, I'll just give him a couple of slices. My son was like 7 at the time. He was 7 years old. He said, yeah, Dada, give him some pizza. He's hungry and he's homeless. I said, sure. My son takes a slice for him, gives me a slice, gives the mom a slice, and gives the homeless man, the box. You know, that's like one of those things you never forget, man. So, yeah, just kind of, you know, yeah, it makes me a little emotional because when people got good heart, man, that's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? And 7 years old, my son, man. And I think most people would have said no. Most people would have gave that man a slice. A 7-year-old took a slice for himself and gave that homeless man the box, man. Never forget it. Yeah. But, you know, I just wanted to say that because, yeah, man, I think Elvis just knows he can feel when someone is in need because he was in need. You know what I'm saying? And my older brother, man, Gio, he asked me a couple of months ago, he's like, man, he said, bro, what is your purpose on this world? Man? What is it? Is it legacy? What do you want to leave behind? I told him, bro, I just want to make people smile. That means just holding a door, saying thank you, saying good morning. Because I told him, I said, you don't know who needs a good morning. You don't know who needs a, hey, how are you doing today? It's the simplest things. And my brother was taken back by a little bit. I don't know if he expected me to say, oh, I want to have 30 buildings and create like a shoe for people who needs it, or food or something. I just said, no, man, I just want to make someone smile, because I think if I can make someone smile and they make another person smile, they make the next person smile, and that one smile can travel until it hits that one person that just needed a smile, and it sparks something in their brain, sparks something in their heart, and they change the world. And that could have been from my smile, and it just traveled, right? That's just how I look at things. That's how I like to focus on things, especially my life and people around me. Simple smile. That's all, man. You don't have to give money. You don't just be nice, be kind. That's it. That's it. And if you're nice and kind, that puts a smile on someone's face. That may change their day. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to all you guys, man. Be safe. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful, wonderful year. And if there's something that you want to do, don't say I'm going to do it in 6 months. Start now. Starting is the biggest hurdle in life. Starting. If you want to lose weight, start. Don't say 3 months from now. Don't say, oh, when my back gets better. Oh, when my arm gets better. Even if it's hard, there's other things you can do, right? Change the way you eat. Change your habits. There's a lot of things you can do. So I'll leave it there. Love you guys, man. Keep your head up as always. Till next time. Peace.